Hey everyone, this is a Talisman. This is Ryan.
This is Jeremy.
This is Phil.
And you're listening to Tom and Zeus on the Shout It Out
Loudcast.
Oh, yeah.
And reports tonight on how destruction is impacting the campus community.
Names of O'Hara Hall, Skid Row, T-Zone, Banff.
Badass motherfuckers.
Somph, sit on my face.
Drinking like fucking ass pre-gaming, as we call it. What is this dorm damage, Bill, on our tuition statement?
Dorm damage?
Well, we only broke like 3 chairs and 4 desks this month.
Is that a positive thing? Bam! That's right. We're back with another episode of Dorm Damage, the show where anything and everything is on the table and the table gets smashed. This is episode 121, and we're giving you a peek behind the curtain, per se, Zeus, this week.
Yeah, we're going to do a week in the life of Shout It Out Loudcast.
Oh, God.
We're going to tell you what it takes to be the #1 KISS podcast, what we do, and this and that. I mean, most of you, the ones out there try to steal our shit anyways, so what do we care if we say it out loud?
Right. So if they did it this episode, they would just hit repeat and publish it under their name. So that's their week.
And if they don't get our kind of numbers, they'll wonder, what the hell did we do wrong?
What did they do wrong?
Yeah, like, I mean, we're copying this, we're doing that. Maybe you need the fucking better personality.
Yeah, there's a reason why certain things are #1 and certain copycats are not #1. Whether it's you're talking about comedians, musicians, bands, movie directors.
Sure,
so it's a little bit more than just copying.
We joked about this a while back, but then a few people kept here and there saying, "Hey, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it." What do you? Yeah. Well, we're going to show you and tell you what we do. And this is the big part about this stuff is we always say to you guys, and you've heard us say it for a while, we have too much respect for you to just throw shit together.
Oh, never.
We don't.
Nope.
I mean, we have our busy lives, jobs, families to raise, other hobbies and stuff like that. But somehow we fit in the time because when Tom and I decided to do this, we knew that it needed to be a commitment and I can rely on him. He can rely on me. And we knew that this would take a lot. But the difference is we decided to talk in the beginning about splitting the duties. And that's been the secret.
Yeah.
50-50 right down the middle. This is how I don't get pissed. He doesn't get pissed.
Never.
It works. We don't have 4 people and 1 or 2 people do the most of the work. Or one person does it and everyone just shows up. Oh, where do I have to be? What's the topic right now? Oh, I'll tell you about 5 minutes before the show starts. No, this stuff is done together in tandem for you, the listener.
The fan, the listener. Yep.
So we're going to start off with Monday, okay? So Monday mornings, Tom's up at 5.
5:30. 5:30.
Okay, all right. Maybe I wake up at 7, then go back to sleep, wake up back up at 9.
Or sometimes you're up at 5:30 texting me and you'll be like, I'm going to go back to sleep.
4,
I'll talk to you in an hour.
Or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It depends on my horrible sleeping habits.
Yep.
But regardless, Monday comes around. The episode went on over the weekend. Basically, the first thing that we're going to probably do is, Tom, you have something to do on Mondays. What is that?
Yeah, Monday is Monday poll day. So we go on Twitter, and we've recently incorporated the poll in our Shout It Out Loudcasters Facebook group. We do a poll that's related to our episode. And usually Zeus will throw a poll on Instagram kind of sooner than Monday. And those kind of go out.
It's on the episode. When I drop the episode on Saturday, I'll put it in the Instagram.
Right.
But when you hear think of something.
Right, but when you hear us during the recording, when Zeus is like, hey, we did a poll this week, we're referring to that Monday poll. Usually we go to the Twitter poll. So we do that. That's episode related. We put that out on Twitter. We put that out on Facebook. And I retweet that multiple times up until the poll expires. I usually set the poll for 2 days. And then by the time we record, the results are in for us to talk about during the episode.
Yeah, so that's Monday. Now, because of the new thing we've done with the reels and the short videos, which some of you love, and I'll get occasionally somebody will complain like, oh, what's with all these short videos popping up my feed? And I'm like, then
don't watch them.
Play them. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. They're different. They're little clips of us in having episodes. So if you've seen the episode, but you may not have seen the person's reaction when they're telling us or our reaction, and they're short 1.5 minute, 2 minute clips. And so what I've gone to is playing them on days that we don't drop episodes. I put them on our feed. We use Megaphone. So on Monday as well, I'll put it on our feed. I do that on Monday. I'll do that on Wednesday. I'll do that, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through until there are days that we drop our regular episodes, Dorm Damage or ARC, or our regular episode on Saturdays. So those get dropped. I do that. That takes me not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then that's one of those things that's split up. Zeus will text me. He'll say, today's TikTok. I go on TikTok. I post it. Zeus takes care of some of the other. So we kind of split the social media stuff. I handle all the TikTok stuff. So then we post those.
Yeah, they get posted on Megaphone and on our feed, podcast feed.
Yeah.
But they don't. I only post on social media those feeds on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So although I might post it on Megaphone, our podcast feed, it's not going to be on it. So Monday, Tom does the poll. I'll put a short clip, and I have a rotation of them. There's like 8 different podcast episode clips, and I have like 8 clips, all done by Daryl Alber, who's fucking fantastic, who does this for me, and he sends it to me, and I have him in my iPhone, and I rotate them, and I go through the list and rotate them by which one I did last. And then when I'm done with someone's clip, I'll add another person's new interviews. And we have so many back ones that I'll never run out. No. So now we get to Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll put a clip up on Megaphone from the shorts, but that's when I'll send a text to Tom and be like, hey, and it's not the same one. Okay. Because I'm only doing those 3 days a week. I'll send a clip to Tom and be like, put this on TikTok. Then I put the clip on YouTube, and I don't have the clip to go YouTube. And then I put it on our other social media accounts. That is Blue Sky, that is Threads, that is our Twitter account, and then Facebook, our on Reels, our story, on Loudcast page, on Loudcasters group page, and then I'll also put it on Instagram. Those things are mostly successful, but some are hit or miss. Some will only get about 1,000 plays, but others, I would say 3 out of 4 are like 50,000 views or more.
Oh yeah.
The Ace one is like, I don't know, close to 400,000. We've had about 3 or 4 that are over 150,000. We have others that are about 75,000 or more.
Yep.
They bring viewers and listeners into our show because it works. Because the clips are actually interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple right here. Like we've had a couple Steve Vai clips. We have one here, 78,000. Doc McGee, 74,000. A couple with another Doc McGee one at 58,000. The one with Bruce Kulick and Jericho, that one 77,000. I mean, we have one with Ace, which is like really kind of off the charts.
Yeah, it's close to 400,000.
Exactly. Yep.
So. And the trick is with this, and this is why it works, and I love how others try to copy this and wonder why they don't get the views that is, because it isn't about us. It's not us talking about Kiss. I mean, we have opinions and things. I'm sure people are interested. That's why we have the #1 Kiss show.
Well, plus this is also material that you haven't seen. You may have heard it, right? You may have heard it, which you did if you've listened. But because we're an audio podcast, we don't provide video. This gives you an opportunity, like Zeus said, to hear and see us asking the question, hear their response, interpret a different way, see if maybe they laugh, smile, squirm, make a face, or if they see our reactions to it. It's just, it's a little, like, again, it's a peek behind what we do, and it because everybody's got a very short-term attention span, it's a way to be like, oh, shit, these guys are interviewing Steve Vai. Oh, geez, these guys are interviewing Dee Snider this week? Oh, what's this show about?
Well, in addition to that, what it also helps is it attracts new people that don't watch us.
Exactly.
We have the #1 Kiss podcast because people listen to us.
Right.
They don't visually see it.
Right.
So we get a different audience when we put those clips up. Our YouTube videos are a blank thing of our logo and then
just the logo.
Our podcast audio over it. So, some people enjoy that. Okay, great. But people want to sometimes see it. So it attracts a different audience. And the stuff that we put up is not generic stupid shit. It's always interesting parts in the conversation. And it attracts a lot of stuff. Now, that's Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I put another Megaphone episode up, and then we do the social media for another clip that we had already previously dropped. Now, in addition to that, by taking a step back on Monday, Tom and I had already decided early in the week what we're doing for Dorm Damage.
Yep.
Monday or sometimes Sunday, we've recorded the episode for Dorm Damage.
Yes. One thing that's I think people would maybe they find interesting. I know a lot of other podcasts don't do this, and to each his own. For whatever it is, 7-8 years we've been doing this. We record like in real time. We don't quote unquote bank episodes. The only time we ever do that is if we're going to be going, on a Kiss cruise or something. We're not going to be around, right? Vegas, whatever. But other than that, like the Wednesday Dorm Damage that you hear has been recorded that Monday or sometimes Sunday. The Saturday Shout It Out Loudcast that you've heard has been recorded that week.
Yeah. We don't bank shit. So all our stuff is fresh. When we do our episode, we record it on Monday. Tom and I Zoom. Mm-hmm. I record the Zoom call. And then I have up until Tuesday midnight to get that up.
Yep.
So once we're done recording, then I have the audio and the visual part of it. And I use Audacity and I break it down. I get rid of the millions of that I do. I get rid of the Tom's,
Yep.
And I cut out blank spaces, or I cut out stuff when we're like, what number are we on again? Hold on a second. Let me take a look. Whoa, wait a minute. We're on all that shit that you don't hear on an episode, that's being edited out.
Yep.
Or if there's interruption, or hey, hold on a second, I gotta take a piss.
Yep.
All that stuff's edited out. I edit the episode, I upload it on YouTube, I upload it on Megaphone to be played and to go live at midnight the following day. So Wednesday, midnight, boom, there's our episode. There it is on YouTube, and it's ready to go, and you guys have it.
Yep.
Now, Wednesday day, we do social media for the episode on Dorm Damage.
Yep. So I'm the one who updates the website. So if you go on our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com, you click on the links for Shout Out Loudcast, Dorm Damage, ARC, whatever, all the rankings on the listings. That's one of my duties that I do. Now that I've been doing it for as long as I have, it's as easy as can be. Just like Zeus has been doing editing for as long as, so it's second nature to him now. So Wednesday morning, I log into the website, I update that, get everything with the image, everything, make sure it's nicey nice. If there's a spoiler involved, we put the spoiler in there. And then by, depending on how the morning goes for me, between 8 and 9 a.m., we spread it out onto social media. I do Twitter, I do Facebook, I do TikTok. Zeus then will do his Instagram, whatever. We'll push that out there, retweet it, share it, put it in the groups, et cetera, and get the involvement that way for that week's Dorm Damage episode.
So in addition to that, parts that I haven't mentioned. So throughout the week, if there's news breaking or anything like that, that's generally Tom.
Yep.
So Kiss is talking about the release of the new box set. Tom will see it and post it everywhere on social media. He does all the social media stuff, most of it. Occasionally I'll see something about a woman destroying a bathroom toilet at a Chipotle.
Zeus will take that one.
Yeah. All this stupid shit is generally me. I'll put that stuff up. And it's not like I'm not allowed to or banned. I leave it to Tom. Once you start stepping on people's roles, you're going to fucking be confused. Oh, I thought you were going to do it. No, I thought you were going to do it.
No, we know now.
We know. We keep it separate. Tom does that. If I'm going to do something, sometimes I'll see that, hey, you haven't reported. Peter's going to release his new album. Did you see that release? No, I haven't seen it. I just tell him about it, and then he goes and does it. And
Vice
I wait
versa.
for him to put it.
Yeah, because contrary to what people think, we both have full-time jobs.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't think that if you hear this.
Yeah. So, there are times where I might not know what's going on. Zeus might not know what's going on, and we'll be like, dude, did you see this? Like, Peter just put on a teaser. It's blah, 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 blah. Be like, oh, shit, let me check it out. Okay, boom. That's how I know, okay, we're going to start putting this out on social media, breaking news, we do that. And then Zeus, if he does he'll do the Instagram, the Blue Sky, whatever. That's how those roles are kind of divvied up between breaking news, quote unquote.
Yeah, we like to split those up and take care of that. It just makes our life easier. And as far as emails go, I generally do the emails.
Yes, you do.
So I've got folders because I like to be organized and OCD. So I'll create folders. I'll move emails into certain accounts.
Well,
sometimes I want him to see, I will leave it there so he can see it before I move it.
And as OCD as we like to say that we both are, and we both are, it's also, it's good practice and it's smart to have folders because of all the shit that comes into our emails, whether it's a guest related thing, whether it's an episode related thing, whether it's related to the Allison Chains Dirt ARC. Okay, that's going to go in that folder so we can do feedback that way, because you can't just have 600 emails and be like, wait, where are the ones for this week? Oh, that's from 2 episodes ago. No, they come in and Zeus will even tell me, hey, I'm not sure if you saw this yet. That email has been filed into that folder. I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll take a look at it.
And so what's interesting, and I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. So when we record our episode, Shout Out Loudcast, sometimes you people will send us an email, but it'll be after we're recorded.
Correct.
So I'll still put it in the new episode, but if I want it, if it's really good, I'll keep it, even though it's a week old. I'll leave it in the folder and star it so that we can touch it the following week. Star?
Yeah.
So we can be touched the following week.
Yes.
But generally speaking, I got to move stuff along in order to keep things flowing and stuff. It's just so much easier. Anyway, we're still on Wednesday. Tom has put his social media stuff. I've done my stuff. By Wednesday now, me and him are probably generically, because sometimes you do Tuesday, sometimes we'll do Thursday, ready to record our KISS episode.
Yep.
The KISS episode has been already kind of decided at least a week ago, or sometimes even longer.
Like this time of year, like this time of year.
So, for instance, we have everything planned out for the rest of the year because we have certain episodes we have to get in on time frame, especially the holidays. You know which ones they are. So we need to plan out. Like, hold on, if we want to do this, where are we going to fit in the schedule?
Well, plus we're ripe with stuff here. We've had the Vegas event, the Dress to Kill box set, the Alive box set, the Peter Criss album. All these things are coming out soon. So Zeus and I say it all the time. What a nice feeling it is to know that our schedule is booked for like the next 2 months.
Yeah,
you know,
we have Festivus, we have end of year review,
Hall of Fame, mailbag,
mailbag. Like those have to get done.
Yep.
And so when stuff comes up out of the ordinary, like Ace is passing,
right?
Certain things get pushed aside. We can't do that. We got to talk about this.
Yep.
So now it's Wednesday. We've already decided on the episode, right? That's going to come out. So we record on Wednesday. We do our thing. We record it. Boom. Done.
Yep.
And again, as we said, we've already had that discussion. But now when we record, same thing every time. Tom doesn't know my lyric at the end of the show. I don't know his.
And Zeus doesn't know the question of the week either.
Yeah, I don't know the question of the week. Tom reads it and picks it. The other part to this is if we're doing let's say a countdown, top 10 Paul Stanley choruses.
Yep.
I don't know his list. He doesn't know my list.
Right.
We don't discuss it. Or if he's reading a Ultimate Classic Rock top 10 list of best guitar solos, we haven't read it yet. We'll do it in real time to have our real reaction. That's how we've always done it.
Yep.
Then, in addition to that, when we do feedback, it's all right then and there.
It's the first thing I do. When I open up my laptop, I make sure I have my tab open. I have my Twitter tab, my Spotify comment tab, my Instagram tab, my email tab, and then I have my Chrome browser open to make sure that if there's any KISS news, to make sure that that is ready to go, and everything is right there. All my tabs are boom, boom, boom. So when we're doing feedback, I'm like, okay, Zeus, that's Twitter. Let's throw it to you. Facebook, boom, you have Facebook. All right, Tom, I'm all set. Let's see what you got on Instagram. Boom, boom, boom. It's all right there. Everything's in a row right there, ready to go.
And we'll be honest with you. When we do feedback, that's our way of continuing last week's episode, because there could be points that we didn't bring up. There could be counterpoints that we think are interesting. We could be comments that are funny and stuff like that. So we want to be able to highlight those and continue. So people go like, you know what? I didn't listen to last week's episode. Let me go back.
And it's also a way to make the listeners become a little bit, contributors to the show in a way, creating a little bit of content to the show.
Yeah. I look at it this way. Before we started our podcast, if a very successful podcast asked me to jump on. Hey, do you want to talk about dinosaurs this week? I like dinosaurs. Have me on. Like, I think it would be a train wreck.
Right.
And it's no offense to listeners, but not that we're like Johnny Professional, but like we have our own rhythm. We know how to work off each other. Yep. You throw somebody in there that doesn't know that or doesn't know how to act to us and stuff like that. We're not putting listeners on. Our listeners put on our show when we read their feedback.
Yes.
Right?
That's fair.
And to me, I think that's the best way to continue a show and do it consistently. Yep. So we do our feedback. I know there are times Tom and I are like, do you want to just continue doing it? Maybe we cut it back.
We've cut it back.
This.
We've cut it back dramatically. It's been much more streamlined lately.
But even so, like I'm sure there are people that never listen to our show and they're like, oh, we'll get these once in a while. Dude, in 45 minutes in, they didn't get to their topic yet.
No, good. Yeah. Hit the fast forward button or don't listen. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, exactly. This is the way we do our show. Yeah. This is the way we want to do our show.
I listen to so many podcasts that, and I love it. I'm like, when I listen to these guys, whether it's a horror podcast, a movie podcast, I know their format. I know that the first part of their show, like, for example, I'm not going to name names of podcasts, but there's like a movie podcast that I like, and the first portion of their show is they call it what have you been watching? And they go around, they'll be like, I saw this crazy movie on Netflix, blah, blah. I enjoy that. Now, if I didn't like that, if I thought that was boring and not part of what I wanted to hear, and I wanted to get to the topic, I would just fast forward through it, which thankfully I have that capability. But to me, I like that. It's an extra thing. We know a lot of people love feedback, and we know some people, it might not be your thing, so just fast forward through it. It's okay.
Yeah, and what I enjoy doing is it's right then and there. So I edit out a lot of the pauses that you hear when you hear our feedback.
Yeah.
There'll be times that Tom and I are like, okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this one's pretty good. Now we have Joey fucking Stubbles Romanek. And do we pick people specifically and not pick others? Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, of course.
You know, if you're a Patreon and been a great listener for us for years, we're gonna read you. Fucking comment.
Yeah, we'll prioritize
I'm fucking sorry if you're not and you're complaining your comments or if you don't have to be a Patreon and fucking your comments get read all the time because they're funny and interesting comments.
That's right.
All right. Gary Kapp is a Hall of Famer. He's not Patreon. Right? He's been commenting, following us since the beginning.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter. You have to be interesting or funny. If somebody makes a critical comment to us, we'll read it if it makes sense and it's not done out of being a hater.
Yeah, if it's not like burner account spiteful shit. If it's like, we've had some fun with them because look, not everybody's going to like everything we do. That's okay.
Yeah,
and the other,
okay.
And the other thing too that we always talk about is when we get to our comment of the week. Zeus and I go back and forth, be like, hey, what do you got this week? Do you think this? Yeah, you know what? Go to Facebook. I remember Joe Smith had this really excellent okay, you know what? That's going to be our comment of the week this week.
Yeah, we like to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes, we can't be like, this guy's had 3 great comments 3 weeks in a row. We can't keep picking him.
No.
So we got to change it up a little bit. So but it's all organic. It's all random.
Totally.
All instantaneous.
Yes.
So our comments and all that stuff we do when we read and record the episode, it's all like right then and there.
Yep.
And we actually enjoy it. Like the recording of the episode makes us like doing what we do.
Yes.
All the other shit.
Yes.
And dealing with stupid shit.
Hire an intern.
Yeah. It's just what makes us want to fucking, no joke, be like, we're done.
Yep.
But the recording makes us forget all the stupid shit and we have fun because, I get to hang out with my buddy and just talk shit like we would in college. So
that's right.
Awesome.
100%.
So we record the episode on Wednesday. Boom, it's done. I don't touch it because I'm already fucking burnt out. Then it comes to Thursday. Thursday, put up more stuff on Megaphone and episode. Then we do more of our social media accounts from previous reels or shorts. We put those up on Thursday.
Also on Thursday is when we do our coming soon teaser. And I usually work on that either in advance if I know what the episode is, or sometimes if during the recording something crazy has been said or discussed, and I'm like, you know what? Coming soon this week is going to be a bowl of chili, and nobody will have any idea what the hell this means. So we'll talk
about Vinnie Vincent and a banana boat, and Tom will put a banana boat.
Exactly. Other times it'll be not as mysterious, and then what we also do is once we put coming soon up all on our social medias, depending on what tier you are in Patreon, you get coming soon, and then you get the sneak peek about what the episode is. You find out what the episode is and what that coming soon means on Thursday, depending on what Patreon tier you're on.
Yeah, and speaking of Patreon, when we get new members and stuff like that, I got to do all the emails, introduction emails, get addresses, send out
the merch
stuff, order merch stuff, and all that other stuff to make sure we have enough for everybody. So that's the other thing we do on Thursday. And if we did an ARC episode that month, Tom has to do polls for Thursday.
Yep. We do that. So Thursday will be ARC polls. Thursday is coming soon. And then honestly, sometimes Thursday is the beginning of, if we don't have our weeks planned out, which we do right now because the end of the year is very busy, Thursdays will sometimes be the beginning of the discussions. Like, what do we got? Anything going on next week? What do we want to do next week? Anything coming up? Let's see.
Yeah, generally speaking, we do. But now Thursday, I start editing. And generally I will, during my legal work, what I do is I'm doing a lot of data entry, and when I do the data entry, I have this on Audacity, and I'm editing while I'm doing legal work. I can handle both of it, so I'll edit most of it and try to get most of it done. If I can't, it gets into Friday, and I have to get it done.
Yep. And one other thing that we do on Thursdays for certain tiers of Patreon, depending on what you are, that is when I send out our Flashback Friday poll. So I have a running list of every single Flashback Friday we've ever done since the very beginning of Shout It Out Loudcast. And I look through that. Sometimes if there's nothing going on in the world of Kiss, I'll just pick something random. Otherwise, sometimes it might be tied into it. Like last week, the announcement of the live box set. Okay, let's do a poll based on what do we want to see for. Do we want to see something from Alive? Do we want to see a picture of Gene from a live tour? What do we want to do? Other times it'll be like, okay, Flashback Friday. Everybody's talking about Peter's new album. Okay, you guys want to see Peter from the Love Gun tour? Or do you want to see Peter from the Destroyer tour or whatever? And then depending on what tier you are, I put that poll out, look it up, and then once I get the results of the poll, then I go and I find a photo that matches the winning of the poll, and then that's going to be what our Flashback Friday is. So then we get into Friday.
And that starts our Friday, basically.
Yes,
the Flashback
exactly.
Friday.
Yep.
In addition to Friday, I do the regular megaphone drop for a short, but more importantly, I'm wrapping up our editing.
Yep.
Once I have the editing done, and it's a full process, it's not just editing. No, okay, I finished that. I got to put it through different things to make it now sound clearer. I got to add songs if there are song clips in there. There's a lot of stupid shit. In addition, if there are songs that I'm putting in, I got to create a separate track without the songs for when I put it on YouTube with the picture, because otherwise YouTube will flag it.
Yep.
So I've got to make sure that songs go in on the megaphone regular podcast, and I got to make sure songs don't go in, or copyright stuff don't go in on the YouTube track. Get those. Once I have those done, Tom usually has to create a thumbnail that I will use as the picture for the episode.
That's right.
And he'll send it to me. And generally we'll go back and forth if we need to edit that, and he does that. We got the song. Then I upload it into both Megaphone and YouTube, and I have to create the episode description. This week, Tom and Zeus do fucking this and this and that. I will send it to Tom, because I am so burnt out by this point that I can't proofread it on my own.
Spelling and grammar.
Oh my God. He'll send it back to me like, you misspelled this. You misspelled kiss. Stupid shit.
Yep.
And once I get that, I upload it into YouTube. I upload it into Megaphone. Episode is ready to drop at midnight like you guys normally see.
Yep. And then the one good thing I like about our website. So again, I kind of run the stuff on the website. They've updated the format now. So usually what I do, my Saturday morning routine is wake up, pour a cup of coffee. I'm up early because of my dog. I sit at my desk and I update the website with the new episode. I get everything all nicey nice. But Squarespace, who we have our website through, they've kind of changed the format now where it allows you to update the website, save it, and then set a future published time and date. So if I once Zeus gets his episode up on Megaphone and that's all set, now that episode I'm able to take that and upload it. So I can update the entire website if I'm around on a Friday night and I'm not doing anything, or if it's late and I'm like, oh shit, I can do this. I can set it, and then it's set to go. The website is set to be automatically updated live at midnight on Saturday, and then Saturday morning it's already done and out of the way. That's a really nice feature.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that's fantastic.
Yep.
But episode drops Saturday, and we're back to where we were in the beginning, dropping social media info.
Yep.
Posting it. I go Threads,
Retweeting,
Sky,
sharing.
Instagram.
Yep.
Tom does that stuff. And then the other part in the middle of all this stuff is us on social media, answering stuff, posting stuff, replying to stuff on social media. We have some fun with that.
And then just watching the feedback, watching people on Loudcasters, like just comment, make observations, make different things here and there. And, that's kind of like when you can kind of sit back and kind of breathe for a minute. Sunday is literally probably our only true day of rest, per se.
Yeah. But in the middle of all this,
yeah,
we're still working on our book.
Yep.
I'm still emailing and trying to go back and forth with guests and schedule them, and having conversations about that. We have stuff with our group Pantheon that we have to deal with. We have listener questions. We have stuff that we need to update, whether it be merch or stuff. Constant getting emails like pitch stuff that we're like, I don't know. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? No, I don't want to. Asked and I feel bad, but we've been asked to do plenty of other podcasts and stuff. I don't have the time. I don't. And neither does Tom. But when we get a chance, we try to do as much as we can. Look, in the beginning, there were people that were very kind to us and helped us out. So I swear I must have, I don't know, Tom has probably too, but because I do more of the editing and stuff, I don't know how many podcasts I've talked with and helped try to get off the ground and give them advice about what I do to work. And again, I bet you if I talk to a professional, they would look at me and be like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You don't have to do this. And I'd be like, oh, that's what worked for me.
That's what we do.
But the one thing about our show, I will tell you, we've never gotten complaints. Maybe in the beginning, I think, because obviously it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, we were still figuring out audio and
never
stuff.
Gotten complaints about like, those guys sound like shit. Whatever it is, I can't hear them. It's uneven or anything like that. We never get any crap like that. And we put our time and effort into it. This is what we do.
Yep.
This is a week in our life. And believe me, I'm sure we're forgetting a lot more. Tom, anything else you want to add?
No, but I will tell you right now, when we have this conversation like this and spell it out, holy fuck, it's exhausting. when you map it out, you're like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of moving parts here, but thank God we love it, and thank God you guys love it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be blunt.
Yeah.
You get what you put into it, right?
Well, I was just going to say
when you hear other podcasts and they sound like they just wing it in and it sounds like shit and they don't have a lot of volume and they don't have a lot of listeners, it's because it sounds like crap, and because they take you for granted and they don't put the work into it.
Nope.
I can't do anything half-ass. He can't do anything half-ass. If we're going to do it, this is permanent shit.
Yep.
It's got to be done correctly. It's got to be done professionally. And as professional as we can.
As we can. We're not professionals, but as professional as we can create this.
Yes.
We have never in the 7 years we've been doing this, have we ever sat down and was like, God damn, Zeus, what are we going to do this week? You know what? Gene posted something on Twitter. Let's have that be the episode tonight. That has never, ever happened. And that will never happen. I can tell you that now.
Everything we've done, I'm an attorney. I know nothing about music. I can't play a lick of music.
Right. Me too.
Tom,
I can play a little. I can play a little bit of stuff, but
we're not
musicians.
The industry.
Yeah, no, we're not.
And,
yeah, no, we're not.
And
industry
if we were,
we'd
would be a little bit better than just podcasters. If my life was the industry, right?
Fair point.
Yeah. So we didn't work for the band.
Nope.
We don't take pictures of the band.
No.
We're not
We don't-
friends with people in the band. We
No.
haven't had a podcast for 15 to 17 years.
No.
We're not buddies with the fucking gatekeeper at KISS.
Nope.
We don't have any of that shit. Yet, because of people that are listening right now, like you, we're still number one. And
right.
I know we repeated this. It's because it's a fact, and we're proud of it.
Not only is it a fact and that we're proud of it, but we say it because there's a lot of noise going on about this. And, we're not going to spend too much time here, but there's a reason we like to remind people about where we are, because when you are number one, you want people to know about it, because they're the reason. You guys are the reason that we're number one, because our hard work creating the product, you supporting it and becoming the fans that you are. So we want to reward you guys by knowing that you are listening to the number one KISS podcast. You're helping us make that as a team.
You've made it.
You've made it that
I remember,
for us.
I've said this before. I used to be a big fan of Bon Jovi in the first two albums.
Yep.
Then when Slippery When Wet came out and everyone loved him, I'm like, that was my band. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I felt like I was part of the reason they shot to the top.
That's right.
Because I was a part of it. That's how we feel. You guys probably are thinking sometimes like,
Yep.
yeah, I was listening to Shout Out Loudcast in year one.
That's
you
right.
know? And we've built, and then other people come on the elevator. It's different. All right, Paul. Whatever.
So true.
But
So true.
What I'm trying to say here is we shouldn't be where we are, but we are where we are because of, first of all, chemistry, and they can't match that. And
Well, that's the other thing too. You can't.
sense of fucking humor, not dad jokes,
Nope.
stupid shit back and forth with the same gimmick and the same joke over and over and over again.
In the ability to knock each other out with witty comebacks and movie quotes and references and jokes that not only entertain us, but entertain you. The amount of feedback that we've gotten from people being like, dude, when I was listening to you and you made the comment about X, Y, and Z, I almost shit because I haven't heard of that and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's the kind of stuff. Chemistry. We've said this before. The ability to make KISS boring is like a special skill that some of these people have.
Absolutely.
We don't have that skill.
Absolutely. And it's funny because what we've been doing, it's just natural, and we've brought it to a podcast. This is us. We're not in character.
We've said that a
We don't-
million times.
Yeah. I mean, this whole KISS trip coming up is going to be
Oh, Christ.
It's going to be a trip because we're going to have to deal with a lot of stuff whose lives revolve around this shit.
This is their
And-
Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's a level of importance that they think like makes them all of a sudden on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Great.
It doesn't matter. When we leave there, we'll still have the number one podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck.
All your fucking chest pumping ain't gonna do shit for you out there.
Nope.
No, and it's just we want you guys to hear what we deal with, what we're going through, and all that other stuff. I know there will be people that will come up to us in Vegas and be like, I fucking love you. And the ones, maybe one or two people might come up to us and say, I don't get you guys or whatever. Who fucking cares?
But that's a great point. There's a lot of people that want to listen to a KISS podcast and just get straight. The Alive box set was released today. It's going to have 4 CDs and this and that.
Yeah.
Then people don't want to come. People might not want to listen to Shout Out Loudcast and hear about how Zeus had an Italian sub and couldn't stop shitting his pants before
I said burping. I didn't say shit my
whatever. Well, I get them confused. But my point is, and that's fine. It's the same thing I always say with a comedian or a certain type of horror movie or a certain type of thriller. Like you choose the content that suits you best. This is what we create. If you don't like it, we're not changing, and that's no offense to you or to us. Mm-hmm. There's other things that you can do. But like we've been saying this since day one, when we hit record, there's no different. Like when we end this recording right now, and Zeus stops the recording, the same conversation is going to continue here, whether the record button is on or off.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yep. And what we'll find is that when we go to Vegas, we're going to be with the people that we love. And what's great is, Tom, I will say this, is every once in a while in the comment section, somebody that I've never seen before will quote something that's a saying on our show.
Which I love.
A previous thing about talking about, shitting in that hotel room or something.
Yep.
And be like, who the fuck is this? I've never seen it, but they know everything so well. And they bring up a story.
Yep.
Love that.
I love it.
Fucking love that.
Yep.
I mean, I think we've kind of spilt a lot here today,
Yeah.
but we wanted you guys to hear it. We're excited about going to Vegas because we'll probably sit on the plane and pop out 15 other ideas that we want to do. Or maybe we'll just say, fuck it, we're done. We're going to end up on top.
That's it. Who knows?
Yeah. But we hope you enjoyed this look behind the curtains and hearing all this info from us. Until next time, peace out, Girl Scout. Oh, you over here? Yeah, I'm over here now.
Zeus, it's me. I want to end the show now.
Jesus Christ, Tom. Jesus Christ. Let's end the show now while we got the muscle.